Alright, good day, hi, and welcome. Okay. Sorry for the bad camera angle. Now it's a better camera angle. It's kind of nice out now, warmed up a little bit, so that's good. I'm going to go back, I'm going to have lunch. See how really nice and frozen over here. I'm going to go have lunch. No wolves in there yet, but I will get them. Whooper yappers and yodel yappers, I will get them. Yeah, so I got a beaver today. I got an otter from a couple of days ago, and he's top priority right now. And I have to make another stretching board. And that's 15 furs so far this year. I'm gonna rebait that one tomorrow. I worked on some of my broken traps last night, so hopefully I got them up and running. They only got to last another month and a half before they can get full maintenance. Some of them need new triggers. Some of them, the dog is worn out on them, that little catch that holds the triggers. Oh look, a tree full of snares. I got most of my snares out that I think I'm gonna, I think where I got them. If I'm gonna catch a wolf, I'm gonna catch them there anyway. So so I got that beaver. That brings me to 15 marketable furs. Now the question is, will I get 18 furs out by the 19th? Today is the 9th. So I got 10 days to catch 4 more furs. Really 2 days to catch 4 more furs. Preferably beavers because they dry fairly quick with the mechanism. So I can get that. But I don't think I'm going to make my quota. Not bad though. What I mean by quota is I only have to catch 4 more furs, but I need at least 2 weeks drying time for a beaver before I send it up, because you don't want the fur sending it up when it's not dry enough, right? Definitely could be catastrophic to your fur prices, and it could ruin your other furs. If it's sitting in a bag for a couple of weeks, half rotting, you know what I mean? So the goal is quite simple. I wanted to get 4 furs a week, which I had a couple of weeks, I think 2 weeks where I got that. So it is capable. I am capable of doing 4 furs a week. Next year I want like 4 furs a day, you know. But I'm going to need more traps to be able to pull that off. But I think, you know, if I can get 18 furs up on the first auction, no problem. Then I was only going to trap beaver till the end of January. But I might push it to the end of February, because like I'm starting to get into that pace where not everything's done, but all I have to kind of do is just kind of like go check my traps, come back home, you know, and then if there's something I bring it, and then, you know, bring back the trap the next day. So I've done like all the hard. Is that a woodpecker? Can't tell from here. Probably just a piece of bark. Look like a nice one of those big paleo woodpeckers. I don't see red on the head there, so I think it's just a tree bark bird, you know, shape. A lot of freaking wild chickens today. I got 6 more days to hunt wild chickens, which I just don't have time to hunt them right now. But I must have scared about 5 of them already. There was the other day, there was like one like right on the road. I was about to chuck my tomahawk at him, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh yeah, you're trying to kill me," and he flies away. What a jerk. Anyway, yeah, that was fun anyway, the wild chicken thing. But getting back to the furs, yeah, the goal was to have at least 18 furs for the first fur run. The second fur run would be whatever I get, that'll end the season. The thing is that it's that first auction that really pays the best. So even though you have prime pelts, end season prime pelt is probably not going to do as well as that first auction with a prime pelt. But I need an income of some sort to kind of sort of save me by the big finish auction is not till June, so it could be August before I see a check, you know what I mean? Like it's just I'm gonna need, hopefully that first check will be in June, and hopefully it'll be big enough to help me, you know, recover from my loss of income. It's just like work is so scarce right now, so like this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I got no choice, right? So, and plus the conservation, so I'm doing good on the conservation. So I got that house trapped out. It'll be 3 years before I go back to that one if I keep doing this. It is cool to be your own boss and all that, but like everything, it's always that startup, right? But next year, if I'm doing this And you know, work is just really, like, this year's been really bad, like and it's not just me, it's like everybody is out of work kind of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, like next year there's so much work I won't have to do, like of building stuff. Like that's where all my time is not running the trap line. That's the easy part. You know, you just set things up once they're set. It's getting everything out on time, the maintenance on the traps, the maintenance on this, the maintenance on that, building this stretcher, building that stretching board. You know, my dad built me that sleigh. I was, you know, was going to work on that a couple of days ago, and my dad was nice enough to build it for me. Slippy the trap and sleigh, which I left back there, but like next year I don't have to worry about that, right? I'll have it. So you know, if I had money I would have a snowmobile. That'd be a lot easier. But then with a snowmobile, you're burning fuel, so, and you know, the reliability of snowmobiles are a hateful item. Like, reliability is always questionable. Even you buy them brand new, you got maybe 3 weeks before it breaks down on you somehow. Like, everybody I know that has snowmobiles, if you don't like to work, you don't want a snowmobile. If you don't like, you know, just all of a sudden the thing just catastrophically fails on you, don't buy a snowmobile. Like, they're just so high maintenance. I mean, the newer ones aren't as bad, and some of the older ones aren't too, you know, are better than others, but it just seems like, you know, you just can't seem to keep those things running, and I don't have time to be working on broken equipment, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I can't get done what I need to get done as it is, so you know, I don't want to put in more. So it's nice that I can do it on foot. At least I'm not burning any gas or whatever. But if I did, I want 3 snowmobiles, so when one breaks, the other one gets you through the season, and fix them in the off season, right? So all that stuff, if you don't have to do it the following year, it really does save you a lot of time. Plus, the other thing that saves you a lot of time is the following year, you already have your trapping strategy all, you know, like, you know, okay, I'm going to trap that beaver house first until that one's done, and then I'll go to that one, then I'll go to that one. Like this year, I like had to refine everything. It's been, you know, so many years since I've trapped that I had to refine everything, you know what I mean? Next year, I know where I'm putting my wolf snares on day 1, that kind of stuff. So that will save me a lot of time in the following season. But the first season is always going to take you you're going to be the most disorganized or whatever. I'm pretty well organized for what I have. Like, if I had done, you know, like made the decision earlier, I would have done all the maintenance and everything a lot earlier, and all that stuff would be done right now. You know what I mean? Like, my last time I trapped, I was just starting to say, okay, before the trapping season, here's what I think it was season 6, where I didn't actually get out on the trap line at all because I was lucky and I got enough winter work that I didn't have to bother with the trapping, right? So I started making trapping boards and stuff like that, and that helped me out a bit this time. But basically what my goal was the last time was just to make the template for every board size that you could possibly need. And then you just, you know, trace it, cut it out. That way it saves you so much time. Like, the first board is always the one that takes the most time, because you have to get the, you know, the ruler out and cut it out and everything like that, and make sure, you know, you sand them and all that. But it's nice to just get an outline, just zip, and, you know, just hit it with the saw and you're good, you know what I mean? And then, you know, you can make a board in like 20 minutes. For example, those Beaver stretchers, the slow part is the cutting out of the Beaver, the circle, the hoop, right? But like the first one, which I just used my strips to make the lines, took me like 45 minutes. And then I used those same strips on a piece of cardboard and I made my template. Now I can, you know, at least have the lines drawn in under 5 minutes. Like, it's little things like that that make the biggest difference on how you work. The slowest part is the fact that my jigsaw is a pretty worn out jigsaw, and the blade on it is pretty worn. It works, I mean, and I don't know how long it's going to last till it snaps, but I meant to pick one up the last time I was out, you know, at Irwin's in the neighboring town at their little store, but I, you know, like, they had a wall full of them, and it's like I didn't bring the proper blade with me. So you're always guaranteed to buy the wrong blade if you don't have it with you, right? So why waste the money? And I figured, well, I got to go out there in a couple of weeks anyway, or a week or so. and check that out. When I do, another thing too, anything you spend money on, whether it's thumbtacks, like I mean, I bought like 20 bucks worth of thumbtacks, or those little pins there, you know, billboard pins or whatever. Screws, bought a couple of boxes of screws, the fuel, all that stuff, everything. If you go out and a jigsaw blade, if you use it for your work, keep that receipt and say, yeah, but it's only 10 bucks, man. Yeah, but only 10 bucks on this, only 10 bucks on that, only 4 bucks on this, only 4 bucks on that. By the end of the year, you spent $1,000 that you could be getting taxes back on if you're self-employed, right? So keep your receipts. Just a little thing. You don't have to register as a business to, well, here, I mean, your mileage might vary wherever you live, but check that out. But here it's, I think you make 30 or 36,000, then you have to, don't worry, I'm not going to hit that mark. I wish. I mean, it's an inconvenience I wish I could, I would have to do, you know what I mean? Like, at least then I know I'd be making enough money to live. But yeah, claim everything. Claim everything you can. I claim my fuel. I'm self-employed. I claim my fuel. Because there's a lot of things I can't do. Like, for example, as a self-employed person, workman's comp won't cover this. You know what I mean? I get hurt, I'm screwed. You know, like that's the thing when you're self-employed. You know, there's a lot of upsides, but there's a few downsides that you got to watch out. So you could get health insurance and stuff like that if you were making enough money. Would be a good idea. If not, just be extremely careful. I mean, like yesterday, like I say, I went through the ice and you know, I slipped a few times over there, slipped a few times back there. My back's sore.